All right, let's talk about something many of us have a complicated relationship with: caffeine. We're going to explore how you can keep enjoying your absolute favorite drinks, your coffee, your tea, but in a way that's, a little smarter and a little more mindful. Let's dive in.
Does this sound familiar to you? You absolutely love the ritual of that morning cup. The smell, the warmth, the whole routine. It's just perfect. But there's that little voice in the back of your head that starts to wonder, am I overdoing it? Are you accidentally trading that ritual you love for risks you definitely don't?
It's the classic two-sided coin of caffeine, isn't it? On one side, you get the jolt, that amazing buzz, that sharp focus, that feeling like you can conquer the world. But on the flip side, you get the jitters. The anxiety starts to creep in, you hit that wall with the afternoon crash, and forget about a good night's sleep. It is a constant balancing act. So yeah, this balancing act, that's what we're calling the caffeine conundrum. We're going to take a closer look at how to walk that super fine line so your favorite drink stays a boost and doesn't turn into a burden. Here's the tricky part, right? Most of us have no idea how much caffeine we're actually drinking, and it adds up fast. The general guideline from experts is to standard about 400 milligrams a day for most healthy adults. That's like 4, maybe 5 cups of coffee. And it's surprisingly easy to blow past that without even thinking about it.
So what's the solution? How do we get a handle on this? Well, I want to introduce you to a really cool, simple tool. Think of it less like a strict rule book and more like a helpful friend for your caffeine habit, a personal caffeine calculator.
So what is this thing exactly? It's pretty much what it sounds like, a simple web tool that does all the math for you. You just tell it what you're drinking and it spits out the numbers. But here's the really powerful part. It compares your intake to safety limits that are personalized for you and even shows you the decaf alternatives.
And using it could not be easier. Seriously. Step 1, you pop in your weight. This is what makes the whole thing personal. Step 2, you pick your poison. Coffee, tea, soda, whatever. And step 3, you choose the daily limit you're kind of aiming for. It's a super quick, 3-step process that gives you instant clarity.
Okay, so you've put your info in. Now we get to the really good part. Decoding your daily dose. This is where the tool stops being about numbers and starts giving you simple, color-coded feedback that tells you exactly where you stand. First up, the green zone. We'll call this the decaf zone. If your drink lands you here, under about 20 milligrams, you are golden. You're getting all the pleasure of the ritual, the flavor, the comfort, with practically zero of the stimulant effect. This is your go-to for a satisfying cup anytime you want.
Next, we hit the yellow zone, or the caution zone. This is basically a friendly heads up. It means you've crossed that general 400 milligram daily guideline. It's not time to panic, but it's a little tap on the shoulder, letting you know you might be heading into jittery territory or risking a restless night.
And finally, there's the red zone, the danger zone. Now, what's so critical here is that this threshold is calculated for you, based on your body weight. It kicks in when you go over 6 milligrams of caffeine for every kilogram you weigh. At this point, more serious symptoms can show up, and it's a very clear signal to just stop for the day. Now that we've got the zones down, let's get to the most powerful part of this whole thing. This is the real aha moment. Get ready to see the absolutely dramatic difference that one simple swap can make. Just look at these numbers. They're kind of stunning. Let's say your morning routine is 2 cups of brewed coffee. That's about 190 milligrams of caffeine. Now, what if you just swap that for 2 cups of decaf? Your intake plummets to just 10 milligrams. Or, hey, maybe you're an espresso lover. 4 shots will run you over 250 milligrams. 4 decaf shots? A tiny 8 milligrams. The habit is identical. The outcome? Totally different.
And this right here, this is the whole magic trick. We're talking about a caffeine reduction of over 90%. Let that sink in. You don't have to give up your morning brew. You don't sacrifice your afternoon pick-me-up. You're just swapping the beans. The ritual is 100% preserved, while the stimulant effect is practically gone.
So, are you feeling a little inspired to make a change? Awesome. Let's turn that inspiration into a real plan. We're going to wrap up with a few super practical tips you can use to start sipping smarter, like today.
And these are so easy. You can try a half calf, literally just mixing regular and decaf beans to slash your intake by 50%. Instead of chugging all your coffee at once, try staggering it. Make a rule for yourself. After, say, 2 p.m., it's decaf only to protect your sleep. Oh, and don't forget other sources like tea and soda, they count too. And here's a great one. For every cup of coffee, drink a glass of water.
And really, that's what this is all about. It comes down to this simple idea: minimizing the risk of jitters while preserving the ritual you love. This isn't about quitting caffeine, not at all. It's about being intentional. It's about being smarter. It's about putting yourself back in the driver's seat. So, the only question is, what's your first mindful sip going to be?